Hi, I'm Tom. I'm going to show you how to get your attic back with Attic Jack. It's an innovative way to keep your insulation, all the while keeping your storage area for like your Christmas stuff, your July 4th stuff, your Easter stuff. This way you don't have to store it in your basement or in a shed, whatever. Got my instructions here. To begin installation of the Attic Jack unit, your Attic Jack will need the following: at least 6 Attic Jacks, 6 of them for the first 2x8 sheet of plywood. I got mine in 2x8 because they would not, a 4x8 would not fit up in my attic. So I got my 2x8s, 3/4 inch plywood. Got that. Measuring tape, I have that right there. I have a marking pencil to mark the holes for where your screws will go. A flathead screwdriver and or a 5/16 socket with the ratchet in the socket. And if you want proper safety equipment, I don't need gloves because this is blowing in. I feel safe with it. I do wear prescription glasses. These are safety glasses. I wear safety glasses 24/7. So for the first piece of 2x8 plywood, you're going to need 6. Now you have to find your joist. As you can see, I have insulation here. Here's my first joist. The next one should be 24 inches over, which is right there. So about 2 feet over. I'm going to start at this, at my right hand side over here, because that's where I want to put my first piece. It's going to be a little bit tight over there because of the angle of the roof, but then this way when I work here, I'll have more room to work and everything. So let me move over here. Let me move my Attic Jacks. And I gotta put them in arm reach so that when I go, I'll have it. There's the one there. Joist there. That joist there. Here's the joist. Move the insulation out of the way. Put one there. There's the other joist. Clear the insulation. When you put when you put these in, you do not want to screw the bottom part down. That's the last thing you do, because when you put your top on, there's a cradle, saddle in this bottom part. You want to make sure that that sits on the pin. When you put that on your board, when you secure that to your board, you put those on the Attic Jack, you will make sure that those saddles sit in the pin correctly. Excuse me. So I got 2 there. Got my tape. And we go about 48 inches, about halfway. Make sure you stay on the joist. So I'm going to go, my board's going to go 8 feet long. So I got to come over 2 feet. Instead of 4, I'm going 2 feet. Let me go over here. Make sure you stay on your joist. Excuse me. You want to go from the middle to the middle because the plywood will overlap on the two joists. So you want to make sure that it's like the middle of the attic jack to the middle of the attic jack. That's right where I want it. So I will take the other one. I got my second joist here. Move the insulation. Find your joist. Make sure there's no insulation underneath the attic jack to get us a good thing. Line it up. That's about 2 feet. So when I put the board on there, it will do it. Once you get the first two in place, you want to go down 4 feet. That's half of a sheet of plywood. 2, 3. Right in this area. Put my tape measure in here. Grab my attic jack. Oh. Watch for nails. Here's my stud joist. Gotta move this. There's this. Here's my other joist. My other joist is right here. Yes. Should be 4 feet. Let me get my other. So I'm going to measure 96 inches down for 8 feet. So let me figure this out real quick and we'll go from there. There's 4, so I gotta go down 4 more feet. Put my tape measure there. And watch where you go. Make sure you keep on the ceiling joist. You don't want to go through the ceiling. Here's another ceiling joist. It should be by 4 feet level. Mark, move it. Put that there. Now I'm going to take a break because I got to come back that way and get another ceiling attic jack. Then I'm going to come back and put that one in place. Yeah, I'll be right back. Now I got the attic jacks in place. During the break here, I'm going to take the tops off and mark the hole, drill holes where the screw is going to go onto the plywood because they're going to go over half of the attic jack. So I'm going to do that, and when we come back, I will show you how it's going to fit up there with the pins inside and everything. During the break, we took the top part of the attic jack and we secured it to the plywood here. When we line these up, we've got a drill because this is too hard to screw in unless you have a pre-drilled hole. We used a 1/8 drill bit, lined everything up. The attic jack top part has fins in here to help support it. There's fins all the way around. We used the middle fin to line up with the edge of the plywood here, and that's center. And then we drilled our holes. We added our 9/16 inch screws. We used a ratchet with the 5/16 socket. We put them in. We snugged them up. We didn't over tighten them. We don't want to strip the threads. Now we're going to take a small break because my partner's going to help me flip this over so we can put it on the base of the attic jack. And then we'll be right back. During the break, we put our attic jacks on here. We went underneath with our marking pencil. We used a marker, black marker, so we marked our holes. And we secured the top, and we put the top onto the attic jack here. Excuse me. When you do this, make sure you measure your joists because not all are 24 inches apart. When they build these, they're going to be off some. Nothing is perfectly centered. I learned that a long time ago in high school with my woodshop teacher. That's why he says always have a tape measure, measure twice, do the work once. So that's what we did. We found out that some of the joists are off. So we made adjustments. We put the top to the board. We put them on here. We secured the bottom base with the screws that are included in the box. And now we are going to add our second piece here. We have some more bottoms here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put these in, mark where our holes are, and then flip it over and secure these, and then drill our hole here so we can put the screws in there. Make sure that it doesn't slip and slide on you. Move the insulation out of the way. So it's going to be like this, but we're going to move over. I'm sitting on a piece of plywood so I don't go through my ceiling right now, but I will move it and we will continue on. At the next break, when we come back, we will have the 3 attic jacks installed and the plywood here. During the intermission, we put the second piece of 3/4 inch plywood on here. We secured the top of the attic jack to the plywood and the bottom base of the attic jack to there. We just need to put the screws in from underneath, but I want to lift it up to show you that they are there and that to support that. And the next piece we're going to put in, due to a vent pipe and a beam behind me on my right over here, we don't want to disturb those. So we're going to cut the next piece a little bit short, add our attic jacks, and then we're going to do the same thing as before. Put the attic jacks in place, get our marker, mark the holes, and drill the holes, secure the top to the attic jack, and then we're going to put it back in here. And then once everything's in place, put the screws into the bottom base to secure it to the joist. And we will be back in a moment. In the last segment, we showed you how we secured the second piece of plywood. We're going to do the third piece, but we had to add 2 extra attic jacks. Due to the fact that there's a lot of wiring there, we do not want to crush anybody's wiring, so we added an extra one there. We have a vent pipe here, so we need to avoid that too. So we're going to secure the bottoms here, secure the top part with the top part of the attic jack, and then we're going to put it in place. We will come back to show you how it's done. From the last time we were here till now, during the intermission, like I said, we had to use different attic jacks because of the amount of wiring there. We didn't want to crutch that, so we secured the bases to your ceiling joist. We secured the top of the attic jack to our plywood. We got it in place. We got it so there's no seam here. There's only maybe a 1/16 of an inch there. I'm sitting on it. I feel safe and secure. Now you can get your Christmas stuff, your Easter decorations, your summer stuff up here for the winter, vice versa. There you go. Now you got your attic back with the attic jack. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy it.